Okay, don't let them crowd you for the next tight formation. Okay, stand by in the car.
Yes, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce.
Goldie to all units. Principal's limo compromised. Suspect leaving car park on blue motorbike.
Sounds like you guys really screwed up.
What are you talking about?
Goldie's found an intruder in the car park.
Shit.
Territorial squabbles are one thing. Breaches of security another.
The GCS driver knew he wasn't supposed to leave the vehicle.
Small comfort to Connor's widow if he'd been blown to pieces.
Sir, we did our checks. The garage was swept 10 minutes before the incident occurred. We played it by the book.
Really? I thought I cured you of that one. What time's the senator expecting us?
10 o'clock. Daily strategy meeting with LaSalle, sir.
2 words, Commander. Michael Aronson.
What makes you think it's him?
Victor tells me you're aware of Aronson's presence here, but you're doing nothing.
D.I. sure?
Upon his arrival, we placed Mr. Aronson under 24-hour surveillance. He's staying openly with friends at a house in Maida Vale. Since then, he's visited the British Museum, Covent Garden Piazza, enjoyed a trip down the River Thames, tried some fish and chips, and, bought a couple of pairs of woolen socks at a camping goods store near Oxford Circus.
Hardly the M.O. of a would-be assassin, I think you'll agree.
In case you'd forgotten, Commander, Senator Connor is an official representative of the U.S. government. So if we say Aronson is the threat, that should be enough to get us protection. See, Agent Golding, he understands that.
Meaning what exactly?
Meaning I think it's time you made a choice, Commander. Either get with the program, or step aside and let Agent Golding do his job.
Look, sir, I'm sorry about this.
Don't be. Just do your job.
How did it go, sir?
We're being pointed at Aronson. I'm beginning to wonder why.
Sir?
Stop what you're doing. Get back onto Senator Connor. Thorough search of his public and private affairs.
What am I looking for?
I don't know yet. Let's cover ourselves, shall we? Get me a line to Colonel Mike Abrahams, U.S. Defense Intelligence.
Yes, sir.
Who's covering the senator?
I read Path. Relax. You're going to burn out. Hmm? I look Golding. It's like a cat on hot bricks. Oh, yeah, how did it go with McIntyre?
You're not impressed. One more mistake and I'm walking the corgis at Balmoral.
Come on, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it is that bad. It was my responsibility, as Mac made abundantly clear.
Yeah, well, you've dealt with worse. Anyway, think about it, right? I'm still on your side.
Thanks.
No, we can do this.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. This time we've got uniforms covering the whole of the building.
Mm-hmm. And, what about the car park?
Isn't it time you were going? Come on. Press conference is starting.
So you just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I don't know what they put in the sandwich, and I don't think it died in the recent past. Okay, here he comes. Looks like he's carrying something.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for that warm welcome. We must think of something controversial to say that'll please your editors. Shouldn't be too hard. I came here to bury NATO, not to praise it.
Yeah, sure.
PI Tennock Surveillance Unit. Looks like Aronson's heading your way. He just dropped off outside the conference centre.
Right, thanks.
Sign any blank checks to contain the ambitions of despots. Or are they prepared to watch their young men march off to war, only to have their actions later condemned by certain
It's him. It's Aronson. Attention Sierra units. Chris, meet me by the main entrance.
To those who doubt our motives,
Ian,
our judgment,
stay where you
or
are.
our integrity, let me just say this. My country does not relish the continuing role of world policeman. It is a thankless task, one fraught with suspicion, crippling expense, and frequent loss of U.S. lives.
Excuse me, sir. Police officer, would you mind coming with me?
What's this all
I
about?
think you know the answer to that.
I'm standing in a public place.
This way, please, sir.
Increasingly, it seems to me the time has come to renegotiate our mutual responsibilities as allied states. And if we can all agree that the reasons for NATO's existence still apply, and we can look forward to a new union of signatory states. A union not merely based on equal partners, but also of equal contributors. In short, it's time to put up or shut up. I'll be happy to take any questions.
What's in the hold on, Mr. Aronson?
A petition for tighter state gun regulation. Some protest letters. The shirt my son was wearing.
What are you doing here?
I was going to give the petition to Connor with the world's press watching. Show them all this. I want everyone to know what he stands for.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to disrupt the conference.
Are you arresting me?
No. I'm advising you not to do anything that's likely to cause a breach of the peace.
Officer, I'm a full-time campaigner. I know the law. I'm entitled to stand outside this building and state my case without hindrance. It's called freedom of speech.
Yeah. But what you have to appreciate is there's a lot of jumpy people around and we don't want you getting hurt.
Look, I'm not going to cause any trouble. I know the score. As long as I behave myself, you can't stop me speaking to Connor. I'm not going to blow that.
Okay. You can hand over the petition. But no shock tactics. And no shirt.
Still dreaming of past glories?
Mike, thanks for coming.
No problem. After all, one good turn.
So, did you find out anything?
One thing. The FBI is meant to have this highly classified file in which Connor's name features strongly.
What's it concerning?
That I don't know. The Bureau routinely shares information with Defense Intelligence, but when I called my contact, he denied the file existed. All I know is it's an active investigation, and they're calling it the Shapizi file.
Ladies and gentlemen, much as I've enjoyed it, we have a very busy schedule. Time for one last question. Yes, ma'am. Lady in the second row.
Senator Connor, you talk of a renewed commitment to the international community. Does this mean that the U.S. finally intends to make good its huge debts to the UN?
Very good question, ma'am. I'll answer that in two ways.
Why didn't you tell me?
I dealt with it.
The hell you did?
We searched him, we interviewed him, and then we let him go.
See, that's what I want to know about you. How the hell do you get off letting him go? Don't you remember anything that was said this morning?
This is still my operation. Aronson was unarmed and posed no physical threat. My decision.
LaSalle is going to have your badge for this.
Yeah, well, maybe he pulls your strings, but don't overestimate his influence.
Where's Aronson now?
All units stand by. Vehicles in position, going in 1 minute.
Better get back inside. I think the senator's ready to leave.
Makes no sense. Anything on Connor?
Usual rumor mill. Political favors, extramarital affairs, nothing very heavy.
What about LaSalle?
Some suggestion of graft, but then it could just be sour grapes. He's had a lot of government business lately. Jealous competitors.
No hard evidence.
Anything from Abrahams at the DIA?
Possibly.